to the Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Tennessee's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Handoff, Isaac Brown. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Still looking to his right. And they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's good. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets the first himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. Running inside, it's Brown.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
The fake wants to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice.
They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they got it. Off to the races to the right. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown Volunteers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the first down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later, and finally they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
The Cardinals right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Sells to run, looking to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
A give to Brown. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No.
Oh, he wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did.
Okay.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head, and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but you can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. For Brown. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Second down to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Brown. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any.
Room to the right. To the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. Nice move to keep running. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rush is on. Right side, it's Jackson. Down he goes. And the Vols want to move quickly. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. It's caught. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Jennings. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Sweet cut there. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Ducks looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Rid of it on the RPO. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. And I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the returner will be brought down. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick give. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll try the counter. Looking for a crease. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, it's Bishop. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On the RPO, got him. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From deep, it's Hughes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. A give to Brown. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
All over him immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He wants to take the top off. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! Got him downfield. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand off for Brown. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll run it. It's Brown. They've got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Staley. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Back's got it on the screen. At the 45 on its way. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise.